Hello, welcome to our podcast, Aurora Borealis.
Our
We we just decided one day, hey, this looks fun, so we're gonna start this. And yeah, I am
Woo.
Strawberry. My pronouns are they them. I am bi. I like art. I like D&D. And yeah, on to you.
I'm Pebbles. I'm not, my pronouns are they, them. I'm also bi. We're literally the same person, except different font. I'm Comic Sans.
I don't know what
Um,
font I am.
yeah, I don't know what font you are, but I can tell. I'm either Papyrus or Comic Sans, and you can tell I'm an Undertale fan by just those two fonts.
Yeah.
Uh, I like to draw. I like to eat food. I don't know.
It's all good. So this podcast is basically just going to serve as like, I guess us just starting content creation and like
So we're
being
dipping our
quirky.
toes in the water.
Yeah, and just like chilling, I guess, because we're kind of bored most of the time, and it's like we have nothing to do other
Life
than
is
like play
sad.
Minecraft.
Life is sad. Let's make a podcast.
Yeah, and we think it'd be fun, and we could make new friends and like meet people and yeah, and it's kind of just a good time to start
Yeah.
things because it's summer and why not? Okay,
Yeah.
here's some warnings at the beginning. My cat is in my room and he might meow or like knock something over. So sorry if you hear it a loud like noise. And also, it's like July 25th and there's still fireworks going off. So like, sorry if
People are
you hear
crazy and we're in
firework noises.
America.
Yeah. So those are just audio warnings for me. So sorry about the background noise.
Same thing for me. My cat's at my door, so there he goes. He's screaming. I'm I'm gonna let him out. Hold on.
Okay. So we should probably do like get to know you things. Like I had pulled up some like random article with like a bunch of get to know you questions and like because we're awkward and we're so bad at okay. Here's a
We
disclaimer.
can't
We're so bad at talking. Like we want to create a podcast, but we're bad at like continuing
solve
conversation.
communication.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're planning to accomplish, but we will try.
We'll try our
Um,
hardest, and I think that's what matters. But also, that's a lie that people tell us to make sure that we don't cry all the time. They didn't
yeah.
work.
It doesn't work. I cry all the time anyway. Like,
Yeah, that's part of my daily schedule. Like it's 8 o'clock to 8:30 at the very least. That's if I
yeah.
had a good day.
Yeah. Okay. Here is the first question. Uh, this is wait. That's a weird question. I'm skipping that question. Okay.
Oh,
What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
I don't think either of us like sports.
Yeah, no. I mean, I
Uh,
don't mind them. I used to do swimming. I got all the way up to like level like eight in swimming, which is pretty high. It's where the point where you start joining swim teams, and swim teams are way too like intense for me. Like, have you seen swim teams? They're so frightening.
yeah, I don't
So,
even know. People are,
anyway,
I don't know. I don't watch many sports. If you count tap dancing when I was 8 that one time a sport, then yeah, I
I
tap
mean,
danced for like eight
dancing is
months. I don't
kind
know.
of a sport. I mean, like
I
it's
think
like
the
it's like
only
dance is
I
a
don't remember.
sport, so
Yeah, I don't remember my performances. I think one of them was hot chocolate from the Polar Express.
that's cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think tap dancing's pretty cool. It's like a skill that I probably could never learn because I'm not
Uh-huh.
coordinated enough for that.
I can still kind of do it, but not really. And
Mm,
like after that, I took hip hop, and I was the only um I identified as a man at that time. So
hmm
I was the only boy in the class, and the rest were females. So like I had to. It was really awkward because I was really fruity. Um, and like there was this one time I had to roll over one of the girls, and I almost rolled off the stage.
Oh
So
no. I
yeah,
did
it was
like
kind of wacky.
I did like soccer, and that's the only sport I really did as a kid. I did like I feel like every single child does soccer. Like you do like you sign up for soccer at like 5 to like 6 or 7 years old, and your mom signs you up because she's like you need something to do during the summer, and then that's like you do it for like a couple years, then you stop unless you're like
And
one
they're
of the soccer boys,
yeah,
and
they're
that's
like
it.
the posse of boys that keep on doing it.
Yeah.
I never enrolled for soccer. I just kind of existed.
Yeah. I feel like soccer is just like a filler sport because it's not too hard.
Yeah,
It's a weird sport to teach children because it's like
yeah.
it's
Kick this
I
ball around.
yeah, because I remember one time I was in soccer and I was so confident I was going the right way, and I was so happy because I was getting really close to the net, and then they kicked it into the net and it was the wrong goal. I kicked it into the opposite goal and they got a
Oh
point for it.
no!
I was like 5. I was like I was so
That
sad.
must have been heartbreaking.
I was so
I would have
sad.
I would have
5-year-old
like
me
fallen
cried.
down and yeah, I would have fallen down and cried on the spot. I feel like if
Yeah.
I were enrolled for soccer, I would sit on the ground and pick flowers.
That's why I liked being goalie, is because I was also like I'm a pretty like big kid. So like I was also rather tall for my age as a kid. I was like 5, like probably 5 or something like that when I was a kid, and I
Yeah,
was rather not probably shorter than that actually, but I was like 5 something, and I was rather tall for my age. But then so I was like I was it was easy for me to block like the soccer ball, so I was like they made me goalie a lot, and they let the goalie wear this huge like sweater jersey thingy, and I really liked the sweater jersey thingies they had, so I really wanted to be goalie every single time because I got to wear it.
yeah.
And also I feel like our team lost a lot, so they wouldn't have a lot of people like I don't know. It was like I felt like we lost a lot, so I kind of didn't care. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was kind of fun being goalie. I like how we're sitting here talking about sports, and the question, "What was your favorite video game or sport?" I mean, we thought we'd get the sport thing out of the way because we're both we're both
We
not good
don't
at
like them.
sports.
Um, I there was this one time and like the most intense sports I've ever done are those that you're forced to do in like elementary school PE class.
Oh yeah, and also
I
we
went
went. We, it's like in 5th grade they did like really dumb like competition sports. We went to the same fifth
yeah,
grade
yeah,
class pretty much. We were at the same elementary,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
I I
it
came
was
to that
so
school in
weird.
fifth grade. Okay,
Yeah.
in my fourth grade, we were in I was in a preparatory school, so like I had to wear uniforms and crap. Um, and like there was this one time they were playing basketball, and since it's a preparatory school and I'm a nerd, I was standing below the hoop, not knowing what to do, when the basketball landed on my head and I had to sit out and I cried.
I can
It was
imagine
just
you
really
doing that. The funniest thing is I can imagine like smaller you doing that. That is so funny to envision, dude.
oh yeah. Like it fell on top of me and I'm surprised I didn't have a concussion.
Oh no.
Um I hated that school. My teacher hated me. Um there were two reasons why she hated me. Um she thought I was dumb because I came from a public school. Like kindergarten, I didn't go to first grade. Kindergarten, second grade, third grade were spent in an elementary school. Then fourth grade was the preparatory school. Then fifth and sixth were the school with you. Um, so she thought I was dumb because I came from a public school, and then I'm left-handed, so I wrote super wacky. I keep using that word. I should stop. I wrote super weird because like I still don't know how to. I talked to my mom literally like 2 days ago about this, and apparently I hold my pencils weird. And back in fourth grade, I held them the same way, but I pressed too hard. So like how my pencil sits is like it sits between my index and my middle finger, and I'll push on it with the index finger and it'll like move around with the middle finger. So the
Oh,
ring of
that's
the
weird.
pinky
I
finger,
just got a pencil and did that. You do write
yeah,
weird because it's supposed to go in
yeah, yeah,
between
yeah,
the other one,
yeah, and
like
that's what my
farther
mom
up.
told me, and I was like, how do you do that? I can't. I have my Apple Pencil right here. I could literally try this right now. Um, that's the nope.
I've
I
literally
hate this
never
password.
I've literally never seen you do that. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention enough to you.
Yeah.
Well,
It. My
see, for
thumb,
example, I
like,
don't really put mine in between. I kind of rest it on my other finger as I'm writing. Like it kind of
yeah,
rests on my the one next to my, I don't know what it's called. The one next to my pinky. I think it's the index finger. Yeah, index. It's next to my pinky. I just kind of rest it on that, like that's sticking out when you like curve your finger. I kind of just rest it
yeah.
there, and then I like write or draw that way.
It rests on my middle finger, and I push that along. I push it along with that. So the like my ring and my ring finger and my pinky are like pushed into my hand, so I would get really bad hand cramps, and I just
I bet.
stopped writing sometimes. Um, so my teacher thought I was stupid because I couldn't write well, and that I came from uh, a public school, so I was treated horribly in fourth grade. She like hated me because she thought I was stupid, and then like near the end of the year when she saw that I was actually not that stupid and actually pretty smart, she was like, "Huh, they're pretty smart." Uh, my mom was like, "Yeah, they are."
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's, I feel
how
like
did
that's a
sports?
teacher's job. Like, I don't feel like teachers shouldn't like make fun of you for like being stupid, because that's their job, to not make you stupid anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like the double dumbest thing when they're like, "Hi, ha, you're stupid." It's like, that's your
yeah.
job. It's your fault. I'm stupid now. You're my teacher.
You're the one who did this to me.
But yeah. Anyway, back
Okay,
to
so
yeah, we were like talking
how did
about.
we get from sports to my pencil and fourth grade experience?
Okay, let's actually answer the question. Okay, so I I like listening to podcasts. Haha, duh. So I listen to a lot of like D&D podcasts and like stuff like that. That's what I've been doing for the past like couple days. And I also like watching like video games and like playing video games. I play a lot of
Mhm.
Minecraft and Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of other games I play. I play a lot of like, I feel like I don't play many games actually. But anyway, you can go now.
Um, I I've been playing too much Stardew Valley recently. I'm on like fall year 2. I just got there.
Mm,
Uh, I play a lot of Minecraft. I used to play so much Animal Crossing, and now I haven't played it in a while. So
yeah,
we might have to
me
get back
too.
on that.
We used to play a lot of Animal Crossing together, but we just like kind
Yeah,
of
we used to do
stopped.
that all the time. I remember I posted on. We need to come up with a fake name for people
Yeah,
so we can talk drama. Um,
yeah,
man just told me I was too fruity. His
yeah.
name is Fish for now.
We'll just call him Fish. That works.
We'll just call him Fish.
Fish.
Um, so Fish Fish was like I posted on Facebook because I wasn't allowed to have Instagram. I posted on Facebook when I first got the game because he got it too. Um, I posted pictures of like his character and my character hanging out on my island. Um, and I remember I'm afraid to get those memories again on Facebook because like he doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
He full out
yeah, I
said,
don't
"Hey,
know.
you too gay.
Yeah, I don't like you because
You
you're too
make
fruity. And
you
you're like, "Dude,
take too many gay jokes. We're not gonna be friends anymore."
I don't even make that many. I don't know what that was about.
What would you change about yourself if you could?
I
That's
would
kind of a
make my
deep,
room.
sad question.
I would make my room clean all the time. I would make myself want to keep my room clean.
Oh my gosh, okay, if I could change one thing about myself is that I would change that I'm like I'm such a big procrastinator. I'd make that I wasn't. Like I'd make that I'd be
Yeah.
able to get homework done so like
Uh-huh.
really fast and
I
like
that's what
do
that's what I
things.
would do too, actually, because then I would be like, I need to clean my room, and then I wouldn't put it off. So it would be
Yeah.
messy, but I would fix it.
Yeah, stuff like that. Maybe that I wasn't so anxious all the time.
Yeah. I feel like being anxious can be helpful, but like
Yeah.
we're in high school, so maybe not that much.
Yeah. Let me look at the rest of the questions. If you could only eat one meal a day for the rest, no, one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh,
Like one food, kind of like a meal or something.
okay. I'd probably choose Hot Pockets. I already eat those every day anyway.
That's fair, honestly. Um,
Like, I literally ate two earlier.
See, I don't know because it's like it's very because you gotta choose something that wouldn't be too unhealthy, but I feel like Hot Pockets would be really unhealthy.
Oh yeah. I don't care if
Let's
I
like
die about
taste
Hot
why.
Pockets. Like, if I died like from a Hot Pocket, I would not care because it's like at least I went in the right way.
You went doing something you love, eating Hot Pockets.
I ate food.
Yeah, I feel like
They would have loved the way I don't know what I'm saying.
it's all good.
They went peacefully in their sleep from a food coma.
That's so upsetting. See, I feel like I would choose burger or like steak or something because I like that kind of food. But at the same time, I
Yeah.
feel like that'd be so unhealthy for you. You'd die of like cholesterol and like heart attack or something.
Yeah.
So I'd
Okay,
probably choose like something that had like good things in it. Like maybe I'd choose like pasta, even though pasta isn't the greatest. I could pick
I
like
love pasta.
like
It's vegan
grain.
too,
Yeah,
so
you can pick like grain pasta or something because they taste pretty much the same. If you just add a little bit of butter, it's fine and it's like not as bad for you. It's like
yeah.
probably some type of pasta like Alfredo or something like that.
I love Alfredo. I would probably I have to sneeze. Ah! Anyway,
Bless you.
thank you. If I had to choose some sort of pasta, I would probably choose like shrimp Alfredo because I'm addicted to shrimp.
Oh my gosh, I love shrimp too.
Oh, Milo's like trying to climb on my back. Um, for context, Milo is my cat.
Yeah,
I
and
got him.
Onyx is my cat, by the way. If I like just like you say Onyx, stop.
If I just like shout Milo,
Yeah,
now you know why. We've
yeah,
enlightened you.
yeah.
Okay, I pulled out my Apple Pencil to start like sh- visualizing how I hold a pencil, and now I won't stop writing Hot Pocket in cursive on Procreate.
Is that what you've been doing while
Yeah,
we talk? Just writing Hot Pocket and Procreate.
in cursive, so
Oh,
it looks pretty.
that's fair, honestly, because I was drawing with my paint markers while I'm sitting here because that's fun.
Yeah,
Onyx, stop. He's chewing on something on the floor.
I've
But
made I made like a really cool colorful brush so I can start writing in cursive with my new colorful brush. Hot ah, yeah, swerp. What is a swerp?
a swirp.
I tried to do like swipe and swirl. I don't know why it swirl. There were no swirls in that motion.
Okay, let me pick another thing. Let me look. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be?
Um, my hair always looked super bad when I was growing up. Like I've sent you pictures.
Yeah,
It
it
literally
was.
was like
It's
you could
like
see my full forehead and then it was all uneven,
it's like a bowl cut, but like messy bowl
all the
cut,
way
but
up,
like all the way up.
all all
It's
the way
so
up.
bad. I
Yeah, if
don't
you
know
take
how your
back,
parents let you get away with that, dude. Like,
yeah, I don't know
it's so
either. It was
bad.
horrible. I like my hair now because I'm gonna get a perm. I need to start bugging my aunt about that.
Yeah. I I feel like if we're talking like small term, like stuff like that, like in your life, I would probably go
Yeah.
back and change how I dressed because and like my style in general because I just looked like every like preppy little girl as a child.
Yeah.
I just looked I okay, I you know Jojo Siwa, it was like her
Uh-huh.
style but not as extravagant. It was like the pinks and everything and it was awful. I hate it so much looking back on
Yeah.
pictures. If we're talking big term like way back like social construct wise, I would change that gender is like like gender you can I change that it was only girl or boy to be honest, or I'd change something to do with LGBTQ rights or like
Yeah.
people like I try to change like people coming up with it as a construct, but I don't know if I could change that because I'm not very powerful. But you know, if it was a
Yeah.
thing that you could just choose something to change from the past, then that is something I'd change. Also,
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
I if it was like social construct thing, I don't even know. Um, I would probably change that like about what you were taught in schools.
Mm-hmm.
Is like who needs to know what like calcium is made out of? Like I don't need to know what makes a gas. I need to know how to protect myself from evil men who've decided and women and everything in between. From evil people who have decided to um murder and not murder not so amazing things at other people.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that. I would change that because like I'm really cool. I'm a really great
um.
person.
Next question. What's your favorite fast food chain? This is another food question, but that's fine. I like talking about food. Um.
um
See, I feel like I just ate a lot of Olive Garden as a kid, so I just like Olive Garden a lot. Olive Garden is like a fancy it feels like a fancy place, but it's not really. It's like kind of, but it's like the kids' fancy place, I guess. But
yeah. You go there
it's
and you love it.
yeah. See, I
And when
just
you're a
like
child.
pasta a lot, and I like breadsticks. I feel like that's just like
Yeah.
me. I also like Cheesecake Factory. That place is really good. Okay,
I
the
okay, I went
scariest thing of Cheesecake Factory is their menu because they have all the cheesecakes and stuff, and they're like so many calories. It's like it's like
yeah.
you don't. Okay, if you go to Cheesecake Factory intending to eat healthy, no, you're not. Just not happening.
No,
It's
you're
like
not.
it's so high all the calories. I don't know. That's just something I noticed when I went. Anyway, sorry I kind of
Yeah.
interrupted you.
No, it's okay. I think okay, wait, you talked about Cheesecake Factory and I got distracted. I went to the Cheesecake Factory one time, right? And it was like an hour and a half wait.
Yeah, it's so crowded when you go. It's like sorry if I take like pauses in the middle. It's because I'm drinking water, by the way. Um, it's like it's so crowded because it's like at the one place to go when you want to eat like fancy, I guess, where we live.
Yeah.
Like it's like the kind of
And you don't
city.
want to go to Olive Garden.
Yeah, when you don't want to go to Olive Garden. I feel like it's like one of it's like in the city kinda, and it's just like one
Yeah.
of the better
Man,
places. We don't
it's
have
like
an
you
Olive Garden around
you
where we live,
go
really though.
you go
Not an Olive
there
Garden, I mean
if you
Cheesecake
don't
Factory.
like you wish Italians were real, but you're tired of Italian food.
You wish Italians were real. I hate that meme so much. It's funny, but
I
at the
do
same
too.
time, it's so dumb because it
Yeah,
makes
I
you
love
sound
it
like
so much.
it makes you sound so dumb if
Yeah,
they
like
don't know the joke.
if only Italians were real.
If only.
How sad.
It's so funny. I'm trying to think of other like okay, it said fast food place, and we're talking about Olive Garden, and like that's not fast food. Okay, I'd say like Wendy's
Um,
probably because it's just like okay, I'm very much a person that needs things to be constant, and if I haven't gone to somewhere before, I don't want to go.
yeah,
um, I feel like I'm a very much I know what to expect at like places like Wendy's, so I'm like good to go there,
yeah,
and like it's just kind of like that vibe, I guess.
yeah. Okay. my favorite is probably Chick-fil-A because I really like their chicken. And it's
Yeah.
kind of ironic because they're homophobic, but
Yeah,
like
see, that's like
can't
the
stop
worst
that.
part is because it's so good, but like it's it's so sad because I want to go eat there, but they're homophobic. It's
Yeah, I
like
want to
the
go eat there, but then
worst.
they're gonna kill me.
Not necessarily, but it's still bad.
No, I don't think you get it. I died there once
Once
in a past life.
in a past life, how did you die there?
I don't know. I'm making up shit.
That's fair, honestly. Okay, we probably should do
Um,
only one or
wait,
two
wait.
more
I have,
questions.
yeah, I have a story about Olive Garden, real
Okay,
quick.
you can go.
Um, here's another friend. Um, if I describe him, I think you might know who I'm talking about. I'm
Hmm.
gonna call him Fashion.
Oh, I
He,
already know who you're talking about.
oh, okay, great. Okay. Um, he really like he was so obsessed with how he looked. Like he was so toxic, but that's beside the point. He moved away this one time. Um, yeah, he moved away, and I remember I cried about it on field day.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but he like FaceTimed me while I was in the middle of Olive Garden eating my food, and he had like dyed his hair blonde,
Hmm.
and it looked kind of horrible. And so he was like, "Oh, hey, name?" And I was like, "Oh, hey." And I put the phone, I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm eating, I have to go." And I put the phone like on my lap because I assumed that I hung up. And I said, "I think Fashion dyed his hair blonde and it looks, oh." And he was like, "Okay, bye." And I was like, I
Oh no,
was
that's
like,
the
"Oh,
worst. He just like
yeah."
overheard you trash talking his new hair
No,
dye.
I don't think he overheard me though. But like he hasn't talked to me since. He hasn't even tried. But that's beside the point. I don't even need him in my life anymore.
Yeah. Okay, let's do only one or two more questions because I believe we've been recording for a long time. Wait, yeah, we've been
Yeah.
recording for almost an hour. So,
Oh,
um,
nice. That's a good first
yeah.
episode.
Okay, let's do.
There are fireworks. I hate fireworks. I don't hate fireworks. That was a
They're
lie.
so loud. I have really bad sensory issues, so like they freak me
Yeah.
out. And,
We
like
both have really bad sensory issues.
yeah, loud noises just scare me in general. They start it like
Yeah.
it feels okay. Let's talk about this for a minute because but it's
Yeah.
okay, for me, I have like my mom has really bad texture issues, and she explains how like if she gets something that's like a weird texture that she really hates, it makes her feel like she's gonna throw up. And I'm like, that makes sense because it's a texture issue, you know? But when I get
Yeah.
like sensory issues, like for example, I was going on a train and the screeching when the train stops, it feels like it's like the sound is so high pitched and like overwhelming that it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. And it's like that feeling, and it doesn't make very much sense because it's just a noise, but it's like since you're like if you have really high like bad sensory issues, then stuff like that happens. It's like the worst. I hate it so much. And then
Yeah.
fireworks are just like a thing that kind of just startles me, and more than like
Uh-huh.
yeah, it just kind of startles me, and it's not fun. So yeah.
Yeah. And okay, do you want to know the nicest thing?
What?
I so my friend's birthday was on the same, like, was this weekend, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I was like, "Hey mom, I might want to get them a present." And they were like, "Well, what would you want to get them?" And I was like, "I don't really know." And they were like, "Yeah, if you don't really know, I don't know like if you should get them a present because you don't know them well enough to know what they want,
Hmm.
right?"
Hmm.
And that's reasonable. Like I get that. And I and my mom was like I would pay for a present for like Strawberry or something,
Hmm.
because she knows how good of friends I am with you and
No.
how much, oh, I know. It was like I was so happy because I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's
oh.
so
So
sweet.
like
Your
I'm
mom is like
fairly certain.
so sweet, dude. Like Honestly, okay, this is
I
like a
love
thing I
her.
have been trying to figure out. Okay, so my name is very girly for like what I'm non-binary, and I came out as non-binary like a couple months ago, and it's like the worst because my name is very girly and I don't like it very much. So I'm trying to come up with a new name, and uh, they let their mom know that I didn't like my name very much, and she freaking like was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to help find them a name," and I'm like, "What the
Yeah,
heck? Your mom is so sweet. Your mom has like decided." Hey, I'm gonna go out of my way to try to see if there's any names I can find that they'd like. And I was like, that's so sweet. Okay, so I think that's all we're gonna do tonight.
yeah.
Our
We've
it's getting
talked to you
late.
enough.
We've talked to you enough. Get out. Kidding. But anyway, it's getting
Get
late,
out right
so
now.
we've recorded for
Yeah.
like I think around an hour. So I think that's good for a
Okay.
first episode, and
Yeah,
I think we've
that's a
introduced
really
ourselves.
yeah, that's
And
a really good first episode, I'd say.
yeah, we're gonna link our Discord in the description to like because we're gonna do like a fan or like so you can interact with us Discord and you
Yeah.
can come hang out, and if you have any suggestions for like topics or like things to talk about, or if you want to be a guest on the podcast, then you can come and request.
Yeah.
We are so down to talk to anybody.
Mhm.
We promise we're nice. We won't bite. I promise. We need
Yeah.
friends so
Yeah,
badly.
before we go,
Mhm.
actually, I'm just gonna mention we're both minors,
Yeah.
so neither of us are comfortable with, like, any, like, sexualizing or anything like that. I don't think
Mhm.
there'll be any,
Yeah.
but
Just in case though.
just in case, yeah.
Like simping like respectfully is fine, and like saying we're pretty or whatever is fine. I don't know if either of us are gonna post our faces, but just like
Yeah,
saying we're nice and like stuff like that, and compliments are fine. Just as long as you don't get too sexual or just like be weird, then
yeah.
you're fine. So yeah.
hmm Plus, we're taken,
Yeah. Both of us.
both of us. I wonder to
I
who.
wonder to who.
I
I
wonder.
wonder if they're in this VC.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you've met them.
Me either, honestly. I think they're rather lame.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's probably going to be how we
Anyway,
end it.
yeah.
Thank you so
Um,
much for listening to our podcast.
yeah.
We will see you
Thank you.
guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.